If you're like me, you've been playing a ton of Space Marines 2 over the past couple weeks. It's been a blast. I've loved the campaign, loved the PvE, especially love the PvP. That's where I've spent a lot of my time. It's been a ton of fun, even if I'm not the best at it. But that's besides the point. It's been a blast. Just kind of getting to know the Warhammer 40K universe. And I decided after playing the game, I wanted to learn a little more about the lore and what got us to that mess in the first place. I also kind of was like, I wonder what that tabletop game is about, because obviously that's where everything started, right? It was the tabletop game. And so we got it. So it comes with some Space Marines and some Tyranids, and then some paints and clippers and little things you need to just kind of do like a basic little starter game. So I'm actually pretty excited. And we're just going to paint a couple, put them together, see how it goes, see if I enjoy that experience. I will preface this by saying I have zero painting experience. Like, I haven't taken an art class in years. And even then, I don't think we did painting much at all. So this will be kind of a brand new experience for me. And if you're thinking about like, is that worth it? $65 is a lot of money. I'm going to get my opinion on it and see if that changes your mind on whether or not to go for it. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, guys. Right off the bat, using our handy dandy box cutter to open up that, oops. Well, there you go. Not the greatest, right? Just kidding. Open up the box here. And I'm excited. Let's get going. All right. Oh, there we go. There's our paintbrush. So, put the box aside. And comes with the handbook. Have to read through that later. Oh, I guess I got to read through it sooner rather than later. Got how to put everybody together. So that's the important part. Instructions here. Got a little game board, game mat. It's actually pretty big. It's bigger than my little table I got right here. There we go. Oh, just as big as the table. So there we go. Cool. Little game mat to play on. And we got 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. 4, 5. All our little paints right there are actually smaller than I thought they'd be. You know, my massive hand just fits in the palm. So that's interesting. It'll be fun though. Oh, the dice, of course. Dice. Got some bases for our figurines. The clippers. And then the stencil molds. Wow, there's a lot. So 1, 2, 3. Boom. And these are also smaller. You can see my hand. That's the size of my hand is one of these stencils. So that's interesting. There's the Space Marines. So stencils, and then what is this? Come on, fingers. All right, cool. Little chips and discs and things, and a ruler for measuring when you play the game. So there we go. That is all the pieces that come in this set. I am super excited for this, guys. So definitely going to start with the Space Marine kit, and then we'll move to the Tyranids after that. But let's put one together. All right. Gotta say these are smaller than I thought they'd be, but no worries. Don't even know where to begin. Here. All right, so we have all our pieces here. Just gonna put them together. go, guys. Our first Marine. It's called an expert bladesman. Tell by the combat knife. So there we go. He actually looks pretty cool. He's a lot smaller than I thought he would be. There you go. My hand. Palm of my hand. So it's about as big as those paints, actually. So there we go, guys. First model done. Building. I haven't painted yet, but he's built. Okay, got another one. Looks pretty cool. Alright, there we go. We are done. All the pieces, there was actually a couple extra that I cut out that I wasn't supposed to. But all done. Now time for the tyrannids. There we go. First tyrannid. Actually looks pretty cool. Alright, we're back. So we have now everything painted with a base coat black. Come on. Everything's black. And then we're going to start painting. We'll start with the Marines and we'll do the blue for these guys. And then we'll come back and do the white for them. So that's where we're at now. This base coating took me a minute to do. Just powered through it, but it did take a while by hand. I think if I had spray paint or something, that would be a better way to go next time around. But yeah. Oh yeah. Now, before I get super far into this, or before I even start, here's the booklet. They're like, one day you can paint them and they'll look like this. But for now, they're actually going to look like, after you paint everything, this. So not quite as cool as stuff on the other page, like that. Alright, so we'll just go with everything blue for now. Alright, he's blue. Let that dry. Alright guys, so we are done painting our Space Marines. I know, wrong thing. But still, pretty awesome. Look at the leader guy here. Yeah, look at that. I might cut this thing off here. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. So there we go. We have painted all the Space Marines, and I think they are up to a pretty good standard with the colors I have. I think if I had more colors like red, I could paint the sigils and a couple other random things, but it actually turned out pretty good, and I'm actually pretty happy with it. So we got all our guys painted. Another little sigil I'd like to paint. If I had some browns too, I could paint some of these satchels. Alright, we got all these Tyranids coated in white. I think doing the base coat black kind of just helps bring out some of the shadows, I guess. It just makes things a little more detailed, like if you don't just completely cover it in white first. Like you can just see some of the details a little better, like that black just kind of hangs on a little better and accentuates some of the pieces. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. We're going to start painting the purple on next. I did leave one of my guys black here. My son wants to paint one as well, so because there's more of these guys, I'm going to let him paint one, and just we'll see how his turns out. Alright, so now that we're done painting, I don't have this guy painted. My son came down and saw me painting and asked if he could paint one, so I'm going to let him paint one of the Tyranids. You can see I did, I basically followed the book. I did blue, or purple, black on some of the guns, claws, and then white for the body. I tried using a couple of the techniques I learned on YouTube. So tried dry brushing a little bit. Some of these are a lot lighter purple because I didn't do it right, but that's just one of those things that with practice they'll get better. Overall, I'm very satisfied with the work that I done on these. I think they turned out really good for never having painted before. I think I did really good. So I'm proud of them. I think these would be fun to play with. And overall, it was a pretty fun experience. Go ahead, Koa. Okay. Get the whole body. Here, it's better if you hold the base. So this part right here, hold that, and then you can paint him, okay? Alright. Alright, buddy, go ahead, get some purple. There we go, nice. And then, so you're gonna do the scales just like this one, okay? Now you're painting the black, right? Mm-hmm.
Alright guys, so everything's painted now. Here's the one my son did. You can see, this one right here is the one he did. He did just as good, if not better than me. So, yeah. So now I'm going to set this up as the board game. And we are going to have a little battle. They come with a couple of scenarios. So we're going to just play through the scenarios of each thing. We'll play the games just so you guys can see what the smaller version of the board looks like. And yeah, we'll go from there. See you in the battle. Alright, you ready to battle?
Yeah.
We got our... Oh, here, go ahead. You ready to battle?
Yep.
Alright, so we got the first scenario set up. We got the 3 tyrannids, and they are... Koa wants to be them. So I'm going to be the lone space marine. We got our dice and ruler over here. We cut out the walls to go on our battle mat. And here's the scenarios. Alright, I've moved my space marine 6 inches as per the instructions. So now it is on to my shoot phase. Alright, according to the instructions, I get to roll 2 dice to attack the termagant that is within 12 inches. So I am going to take 2 dice and roll them. And it says, oh, both of them are hits. I got a 4 and a 6. So you have to roll a 5 or a 6 to save yourself on both dice.
There's no way I'm gonna get a 5 or a 6. See?
Oh, you got 1 6. And what's the other one? Move your hand. Move your hand.
2.
2. All right, so we have destroyed our first termagant. Take him out. All right, so your turn to move. Move 6 inches from your spot. Okay, now move your other guy 6 inches so you can get around the wall to see me. So right there. Okay. All right, now, if you're within, I believe you have the same range, 12 inches. Yep. So that one's there and that one's there. Okay. Check that the Infernus Marine is within 12 inches, which we did. Now roll 1 dice. This is the attack roll. The attack roll represents a living bullet fired by your termagant. You need, let's see, 1, 2, and 3 miss, 4, 5, and 6 hit. So you get to roll 1 dice. Just one. Pick one.
I'll do this.
Okay. Okay, you got a 6. So now I have to try to save. And it says... a save roll, I need a 4, 5, or 6 to be safe from your attack. So don't move.
A 4, 5, or 6.
Oh!
Yeah.
No! It says if any attack hits the Marine, the Infernus Marine fails its save roll, the Infernus Marine is slain! Yeah. You got me!
Like this day. Now this round I'm gonna
So you won the first round. Woo! Good job. You won.